My parents divorced when I was 5. My father was a police officer. My mother was an outstanding mother. I never wanted for nothing. I always drove the best car. I went to private schools. I graduated high school with a scholarship to college. I was the homecoming queen. And I did all kinds of modeling throughout high school, which then landed me on the cover of a magazine in my 20s. Had a big career being geared to go up into New York to study at the New York Academy of Dramatic Arts. Through college, I was bartending. I was, you know, in public relations for radio. I worked for 98 Rock. I didn't realize that my fun time drinking was becoming an issue. I relapsed back into alcoholism after the sudden death of my mother. I lost my mother from cancer, and when we found out exactly what it was, she died 4 days later. I fell back into active alcoholism, which led me to incomprehensible demoralization. It wasn't just like, drinking and like partying and, okay, let me camp out here for a little while. I was at death. I was drinking to die. I had no desire to live. People were really very scared for me. I heard a lot of people, including my son at the time. And when I say heard him, um, I turned over custody to my husband because I was in no condition to take care of him at 14 years old. Metropolitan Ministries was brought to my attention. I had a lot of ego. There was no way I was going into a homeless shelter. I mean, don't you know who I am kind of girl. God did for me what I couldn't do for myself. And I surrendered and went ahead and went through the process of walking in and meeting with counselors there at Metro and them assessing my situation and then signing up for the Uplift You program. And at that point, I really can't take credit. I was so beaten down. Everything that I was feeling about myself, I wasn't seeing, if that makes sense. I felt horrible about myself. I didn't feel I deserved anything. I remember, I'm going to share this. This is one of the pivotal moments. I remember when it was maybe the first or second day I was there, and it was at the old building. I remember walking into the parking lot, coming out of the building and walking around the side into the parking lot. And there was a sign there that said, "A hero's welcome." And in that moment, something clicked. And I was like, well, I don't feel like a hero, you know, but I want to be the hero in my own life. You guys, keep it working. You keep the hope going. There was always a solution. You don't even know, I'm going to cry because you don't even know the impact of every single person that works at Metropolitan Ministries, to the clients of Metropolitan Ministries, to the children in Metropolitan Ministries. So, I'm just going to bring in the donors here. I thank you. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to change my life, because it's not that story anymore. And there's nothing sad and pitiful about me, and there's nobody to blame. I'm fully, living a very, very awesome, blessed life. I have done so many cool things since I left Metropolitan Ministries. What am I doing today? I'm living in Colorado. I'm living 8,700 feet up in the Rocky Mountains in a beautiful home on a 1.3 acre of land. I'm a real estate agent, licensed in Florida, getting my license here in Colorado. I've worked inpatient as a counselor in a drug and alcohol facility, working strictly with people who have trauma. So my specialty's in trauma. My life today, I'll tell you what, my life today is not my life, it's God's life. Thank you. That's all I can thank you for my life. That's what you did for me. You gave me my life.